Hey everyone, my name is Eddie Wang and welcome to another Gene video. Today we're going to talk about movement exploit. It's something that I just discovered recently, and I think it's a really big issue with Tekken, a really big issue with movement. It's something that I think it should be fixed as fast as possible. The game shouldn't be like this, and if it is, we're going to start buzzing our game based on this, and some of the things is going to be one-sided strong in this game, even though there's still going to be some ways around it, but avoiding is going to be much more complicated than that. So let's talk about what I just found out and how this is going to affect Gene in general. So if you block any move in this game, crouching, a move that forces you to crouch, you can never sidestep to this side of the screen, which is with down. We always have to use down to come to this side. And as you guys know, there are some characters that have a certain weakness whether they are weak to the right side of the step, like Mishimas are weak to this side and Jin is weak to that side. So if your opponent is facing a Jin player, right, there is one side they cannot like dodge, and it depending of in which position they're facing. Like I'm on the right side of the screen, so I cannot do side step to this side if I am recovering crouch. So I'm going to show you with a clear example right here. As you guys can see, I can even buffer it. I'm going to show the command history. I can even buffer it, but I just simply, Jin cannot simply go to that side because it's crouching. So this is where crouch cancelling comes in play. But even if you do, Jin still cannot go to this side, which is like an issue. Okay, but I can buffer it with the other side just fine. I can press up and go to that side, but as you guys can see, Jin is performing a front trap that prevents me from going to that side. Because let's say that if player 1 knows that you cannot sidestep to the right because of this issue, so if you can go to that side where is Jin's weakness, any move that tracks to that side is going to hit you anyway, right? So this is something that you could easily avoid by going backward, since you can really go back, but you can still step into block, but you won't be able to avoid like things like this. So if your opponent switches strategies, let's say it does ECD1, right? Sorry, let's say the opponent does a ECD1. So if you are trying to get a clean punish on him, he's going to catch you with that, because you cannot simply go down, right? You cannot go to the right side of the screen due to this issue. So it's going to catch you trying to step to that side, as you guys can see. So you have to content yourself to stand in there and block a mix-up in this particular scenario. But if I go to the other side of the screen, right, this side right here, I can easily step Jin down forward 1, because now I am on the side where I can avoid Jin stuff by doing up again. So but I cannot go to the right side and avoid stuff. So even if this allows me for like some clean punishes, allows me for some clean punishes. If Jin does a ECD1 in this position, it's going to lose because I can move away from the side that it should be like trying to prevent, right? So this is how it's going to affect this game in general. So if you are in this side, there are two things that you cannot avoid. right? You cannot go to that side because in this side you can easily avoid things that tracks to Jin right, okay, but you cannot avoid things that tracks to Jin. You can avoid things that tracks to Jin right, track to Jin right, or Jin left, sorry, but you cannot avoid things that tracks to Jin's right, okay. And even if you can sidestep to this side, like I said, you cannot go down, right? You cannot go to the right here because this will be the correct side to go. So this becomes like a pretty much a free pressure, and if your opponents try to stay there, they're going to face other things. So they cannot go to this side because this is where electric is going to hit. So they have to go right, and it's impossible in this situation. So depending of the side in which you are, you're going to have some options which you can explore. If I put all this together, the mix-up stop being random, right? Because I cannot go to this side anymore. Cannot go to this side because electric is going to launch me to that side. So I'm forced to take any mix-up Jin has to offer, except for like down forward one, which you can avoid to that side, and ECD one you also can avoid to that side, right? Those moves tracks to Jin's left, so you cannot sidestep right there. You need to sidestep left, and this allows you to sidestep left, but only on this side. But if you switch sides, then you are pretty much fucked because you cannot go to this side because this is where Jin's ACD one is going to track, is down forward one is going to track. You are fucked anyway. So you cannot go right, but Jin doesn't care actually, because you cannot cross canceling into side step to go to that side, and it actually can get you killed by another move. So you are forced to take mix-up either way. So this is an advice to all my subscribers out there that watch a Jin tutorial. When we start to talk about matchup specific things, this is the things that we're going to start to cover our mix-ups from. If your opponent is going to recover crouching from moves like this, just know that depending of the side that you are, you actually have some options where they cannot avoid with side steps. And even if like they can avoid, decided that they can that you left them open to avoid, there is a launcher for each side. Like for that side we have electric wind hook fist, and for the left side, when we are on the left, we have ECD1, which tracks each one of the sides that Jin has a weakness to, right? So this is the video for today. So we're changing the game. This is how we're going to bash because this is the meta right now, and if this is the meta, it's time to start exploring matchups and techs based around the position of the characters in the screen. If they are left or right, what they can avoid, what they cannot avoid, what is going to be guaranteed pressure, what is going to be hard to defend against. These are the stuff that you want to explore. So see you guys in the next video.